December 1st, and I've got Allie Burns, the Plus Money Honey, with me, and we're going to be talking. We've got 3 or 4 games we're going to be covering here for college basketball. And Allie, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm rocking and rolling. I'm so happy college basketball is here. You know, this is my sport, so rocking and rolling.
Well, as always, don't forget, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and most importantly, leave in the comments section who you like for tonight. Of course, tons and tons of college basketball games to choose from, and I'm guessing there's a lot of people maybe a little bitter, and I'm one of them, after last night's terrible Monday Night Football beat. I still don't understand, if you're up 14 and you get a Hail Mary and you're going to need 2 scores, why you go for 2 when you score the first one? I don't get it.
Fair enough. I was going to make a joke. Remember the old Bosch Beckler? They asked him, why'd you go for 2? And he said, because I couldn't go for 3. So just kind of making a joke, but you're totally right. It wasn't
Well, it's
bad.
one of those, like, if they don't win that, now they got to get it. They got to get a second Hail. They got to get the onside kick, a second Hail Mary, and score and get the 2-point conversion. So to me, it made absolutely no sense. If you wanted to go for 2, I can understand on the second one, hey, we're going to go for 2 for the win. But absolutely terrible. One of the worst bad beats I've ever seen, just because you had to get the Hail Mary and then to go for 2 for no reason. So luckily, I had bet it at 5.5 early in the week, at 6 a little later in the week, and then I bet it on game day at 6.5. So some of them are wins, some of them are losers, but tough loss for a bunch of people out there. So BYU got slammed early today. Kind of surprised. I kind of liked BYU in that one. So
I couldn't believe Indiana just got their butt spanked by Texas. I in-game them plus 150 and then later at plus 9.5. And that was like, no point in doing either of those things, was there?
Well, Texas, I think, is pretty good. Shaka Smart. First of all, is anybody else? I saw the guy. I thought he was wearing like a hat or something. I didn't know it was Shaka Smart. His hair. It's sort of funny. Shaka Smart has hair now, and Frank Martin for South Carolina has no hair. He's bald now, so he shaved it all off.
That's a good call.
I'm like, what happened?
I'm not that surprised about Texas because I feel like it's kind of Shaka Smart's do or die year, and I kind of felt that way last year, as a matter of fact. So I'm glad to see him back. I went to the Final Four in 2010 when VCU was there in Houston, and they were rocking. So I've always been a Shaka Smart fan. I'm a Texas girl, so go Longhorns. But
all right, so
I would bet the other way.
Let's kick it off. Kansas, Kentucky. There's 2 premier matchups tonight. My best play is going to be in the Michigan State Duke game. We'll cover that last. Kansas, Kentucky, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time tonight. Kansas underdog by 4.5. Kentucky's favored by 4.5. Total of 143.5. I was kind of surprised Kentucky's favored. I mean, let's remember, Kentucky lost at home to Richmond. Kansas has lost. Guess what? It's to Gonzaga, the most talented team in the country. Maybe not the most talented, but the best team right now, because they have some more veterans than some of these other teams that maybe have a little more talent as far as NBA talent. And so that was an impressive loss. Kentucky's loss. I think Richmond's going to be good, but not that good. So to me, I'm on Kansas here at 4.5. I just think it's going to be a really, really close game. I think if it gets close, who do you trust more? Bill Self, one of the best in-game coaches out there, or do you trust Kentucky and John Calipari that cost himself a Final Four or a championship game with the Memphis game against this Kansas team? So to me, I'm taking Kansas in this one, Allie. I just think it's going to be a close game. So give me 4.5 points. Sounds pretty safe.
Yeah, I mean, situationally, I'd like to think Kentucky's going to bounce back here. It's another I saw when Anthony Davis was with Kentucky. I saw them play in the Final Four in New Orleans the next year. So I love this matchup, the UK-KU matchup. And I'd like to think like Kentucky bounces back. Back-to-back losses are not cool, but that Richmond team handled them. And Richmond is some veteran athletes. I got to agree with you here. This is like Jayhawks getting points. It's going to be a close game. I'd like to think so anyway. So yeah. It wouldn't make sense not to take those points.
Well, see, Elliot here says Shaka Zula. That is great. He says he's got a lot of money on Creighton. Man, Creighton made me a lot of money last year.
Last year, yeah, they did.
There was a lot of people, I think, are going to be on, a lot of people picking them as dark horse, or not even really as a dark horse, one of the 3 favorites to win the Big East. So maybe a little, maybe they're going to be not as good this year. We'll soon see how these teams shake out. But so early, we both like Kansas in that one. I know some people I think I saw someone say about a total in this Kansas, Kentucky. it's hard not to take overs right now because there have been some
Yeah.
super high scoring games. It's like the defenses got COVID or something and decided not to show up this year. So I think I would probably lean towards the over, but my best play definitely going to be on Kansas. And for the in play people like Allie, I'm guessing Kentucky jumps out to the lead. You might be able to get Kansas like 8-9 points. Then it would make it even better.
Yes. Wow.
Let's see. Kirk says, "What do you think about Nebraska?" Man, Nebraska has cost me so much money over the years. Oh, that one's a tough one for me. It's one of those like schools that if it costs you money over your lifetime, then you're gun shy, even if you do like the game later on. So, but don't forget, hit that thumbs up. Whoa, sorry. Thumbs up. Hit the subscribe and turn on notifications. But more importantly, leave in the comment section who you like for today. Tons and tons of college basketball games today, and then. Don't forget, maybe we're going to have the Steelers and the Ravens tomorrow on Wednesday night. So we'll Wednesday. So tomorrow I'm probably going to do live earlier instead of 4 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. I'll probably because that game is like 3:40 or something, 3:20. So I'll probably go live early in the morning. So make sure if you turn on those notifications, you won't miss out. So, all right. So let's move on to Allie's team. Well, I don't know if you can call it your team. This team's terrible right now. UNLV cost all of us money here yesterday. Give out UNLV, and they look good early, and then we're terrible late.
I work for UNLV. They are not my team. Okay.
Don't try to claim Texas after they go 2-0.
No, Duke is my team. I almost wore my Duke jersey, but then I was like, no one on the feed is going to like me if I wear my Duke jersey. So it's a Bobby Hurley jersey. That's how old school it is.
Well, Alabama in this one's favored by 11. Talented Alabama team against a UNLV team that no discredit to North Carolina. Because I think North Carolina is going to be really good. But when you lose to Montana State at home and then you follow up with that stinker where they got outscored 20 points in the second half or almost 30, I think. Total 156 in this one. Allie, what do you think? Bama minus 11 or UNLV or total? What do you like here?
So last night I cashed the Alabama Stanford game under. It was under 160. I think it came in at 146. And I in-played it at 160.5. This number's 156. And with the way that UNLV has not been shooting the ball or, their lack of ability to score. And then Alabama's defense isn't so bad. They didn't look so hot against Stanford last night, but they really do have a decent defense. So I like this one to stay under the total of 156. That's my play. I can't trust UNLV right now. I'm a huge TJ Otzelberger fan from when he was at South Dakota State. Those Jackrabbits were kick butt. I've been waiting for his red shirt to come in, Dave Jenkins Jr., just not making a difference right now. It hurts my heart, but I can't trust UNLV right now. They got to show me something. You got to show me something.
Hey, as much as they hurt me yesterday, I'm taking Bama here minus 11. I just think, sometimes, confidence can really play a part early in the season. And with these young teams and teams that have a lot of, pieces they got to put together, I think UNLV maybe falls into that. I like Bama here minus 11. I think they're going to win by blowout again. I think UNLV is just not very good at this point of the season.
It's unfortunate, but it's true. No, I'm with you on Alabama because I think they really wanted to win that Stanford game, and then it just really got away from them at the end, and they're going to want to bounce back and say, hey, that shouldn't have happened.
Stanford's good. I think you're going to see that today.
They're
Stanford's
real good.
Really good, and I think that will make this play even better. So if you want to get this game, I think you get it in early because if Stanford beats, what do they play? North Carolina, right?
UNC. I think they're playing like right now.
Soon, if not. So if they win, this line could go up. If they're real impressive, Stanford, and they beat North Carolina, then this line could go up. So I like Bama 11. Allie likes the under. So third game before we get to
25-25 in UNC and Stanford right now. 25 up.
Michigan State at Duke. Impressive game. But before I get to it, don't forget, give us that thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. We'll continue to do all of our live videos, including Allie will be on. I'll have my live video early tomorrow, like I said, so that way I can give out the NFL game, as long as the NFL is playing tomorrow, which at this rate, this game's been moved 4 times. I'm not 100% sure it's going to play. But if it is, I will go early tomorrow. And Allie will be on live cap with Kurt and Nick Parsons, right? Yeah.
Yep.
At 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you hit that thumbs up, you turn on notifications at YouTube and like our page at Facebook, one of those We'll notify you when it goes live. So, but make sure you continue to leave in the comments who you like for tonight. After the fact, everybody is always a genius after the fact, but let's see how good you are before the fact. Emmanuel agreed with you. It's 25-25. So, see another Nebraska. Let's see. Elliot's Elliot. I don't know if this is the touchdown dance. Is that like this is the touchdown or you or what? But all right. So last game that we'll cover. I do have a bonus play if we have time. Michigan State at Duke. Duke -3. Over 150, no Cameron crazies. Now that we know that Allie is a homer when it comes to Duke, what do you think about Coach K and company? I mean, I said yesterday, well, maybe they didn't want to travel Duke because they were one of the teams that really didn't want to travel early in the season. Maybe because Coach K is like 80 years old.
Yeah.
And he was worried about COVID. I don't know if that's the case, but Michigan State here.
It's good to be the king. If you don't want to travel, you don't have to travel, Coach K. We'll come to you.
These are 2 Hall of Famers. Tom Izzo has what, 2 national championships, right?
Yeah, I remember. Nah, I don't want to get into it. I could go on and on. Remember when they were undefeated and Butler took them out, and then Duke beat Butler, and that was Gordon Hayward, and Draymond Green was at Michigan State that year.
Gordon Hayward hit the half-court shot. Coach K would be crying on the floor there. We know that what happened there. Gordon Hayward almost went
in the game. Who's got the championship?
That was probably his worst. That was the Battier team, right? No, Kyle Singler.
Oh yeah, Singler. And see, I was just going to Google a bunch of stuff, but I'm gonna refrain.
Hey, so all right, take with a grain of salt whatever Allie says. Unless she picks the opposite, do not take Duke because of Allie. So who do you like though?
I'm not taking Duke. I've seen this game a lot of times before. I know how hardcore they are, and I don't like to pick sides when it comes down to games like this. And if I was going to pick a side, I'd pick whoever's getting the points because that's kind of how these roll. I like this to go over in the first half is the play that I like here. Michigan State scored 39 against Notre Dame, 43 against EMU, and Duke had 45 against, is it Coppin or Copen?
Coppin, I think.
Coppin. All right. And they put up 45 against Coppin.
I think it should be copper. It'd be like a precious metal, Copper State.
Right. And then their logo could be a penny.
That's right.
And their mascot could be Abe Lincoln.
Hey, honest Abe. All right. So you're taking over in the first half.
I like it over first half. They're going to come out really hard.
70, I'm guessing about 78.
Something like that.
78. Okay. I like the over for the game. I already gave this out in one of our videos that we had over at Picks and Parlays. Of course, we can get a ton of all of our stuff. Had it last night. I like the over here a lot. And the reason why I like this over is we've seen early in these games that the defenses just are like out the lunch, didn't show up. Maybe they only have so much practice time, so they just practice offense. I have no clue. I actually thought it was going to go the opposite. I thought the defenses were going to own early. It hasn't happened.
See, the only thing that kind of bugged me about taking the over, because they're playing Duke, that's why I can go over. But talking about defenses, Michigan State in the first half against Notre Dame, 17-0 run to end that half. They blocked 10 shots, had 6 steals in the first half alone. I think it ended with 12 and 9 at the end of the game. And Duke got into a ton of turnover trouble. So that all made me feel a little bit scared. But when I feel scared, I go the other way. And so that's why I'm on an over. But I do want to say that I think Michigan State's defense is pretty solid.
Well, I like Mike Bray a lot. He's done a great job at Notre Dame, and you should like him because he's a Coach K disciple, and he's done a heck of a job at Notre Dame. But
I do not Notre Dame, Craig. Okay.
Well, I said
I do not Notre Dame.
I said Mike Bray because he's from Duke. He came from
right.
Duke.
Well, I liked Quinn Snyder for years because of that reason. Got a lot of heat.
He's done a good job at Utah. But hey, when you look at that Notre Dame team, they're not known for their athleticism. Guess what? Right. Duke nowadays, they used not to be. They are known for their unbelievable athletes they have now. So to me, I don't think Michigan State's defense will be able to stay in front of them. I think they'll get a lot of easy shots. If they do get turnovers, we're going to end up with dunks on the other end. Let's hope for Michigan State. So I like the over a lot. I think
Well, that's what I'm saying.
someone said it. I like both. I think Michigan State's going to probably win in an upset. I think Kansas as well. If I was playing money line parlays, I'd probably put a little money line parlay together with those two underdogs. I think that paid pretty well.
That's a good call.
All right, so we'll do a recap here, but before, and I'm going to give a bonus in the recap, but before we do so, don't forget, hit that thumbs up, go ahead and turn on notifications and share your friends, share it to your favorite groups, whatever, and don't forget, leave in the comments section who you like. Even if you're watching this after the fact, leave in the comments who you like. If you have questions, concerns, I usually try, or me or Tyler, or we have about 3 or 4 people that answer the comments. Leave it in the comments.
I try.
Questions. We will answer. And sometimes other commenters will answer the questions as well. So recap. Michigan State. Let's start the day way we gave it out. Kansas plus 4.5 at Kentucky. I like Kansas plus 4.5. Allie, you like the. What did you like?
I liked Kansas.
Kansas.
Didn't
okay.
I?
We're both
I liked Kansas.
Okay, and then UNLV, Alabama. I liked Alabama minus 11. Allie thinks the defense is going to show up for UNLV under 156.
I think Alabama's defense is not going to let UNLV score since they're already so crappy at scoring anyway. I agree Alabama's the play, but I like it under.
They're going to need Alabama or UNLV's defense to show up if we can get that under. Michigan State at Duke. I like the over 150. Allie is on the over in the first half. I think you have to check us on this one, but I think it's 78. But you guys can check that at your book. And then I have a bonus play. Oklahoma State at Marquette. I think Wojo has a pretty good Marquette team. I mean, they're young, inexperienced, but I think they're going to win here. I like -3. I think Oklahoma State's in a rebuilding year. So I think Marquette -3 is a pretty good play. Marquette hasn't played anybody, so I get it. But we'll see tonight. I think Marquette, and that one's a 7 o'clock game, so Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you get on that.
All right.
Let's see. Those are the lips Allie. I mean, we're getting Elliot really likes the Allie lips. I mean, listen, I saw it at the sports book after a few drinks. Those lips kind of disappear a little bit. So,
my lips don't lie. Okay. They might give a bad play or two, but they don't lie.
All right, everybody. Don't forget, tomorrow I will be on early with my live show as long as the NFL game stays going to go at 3 something. I will have to be earlier. Obviously, I'll try to do it early morning. Allie and Kurt and Nick Parsons will be on at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with, believe they're going to do NFL.
And I'm going to throw a little college basketball in there just because I want to talk about it. but mostly NFL. Yeah, I'll throw in like my best play of my college basketball day, but it'll be NFL. Yeah.
And remember, there's no Thursday this week. There's no NFL this Thursday, so all the games are this weekend, and there's extra Monday night games this week. So it's a crazy schedule, but no Thursdays. So make sure you, even if you don't catch it live, catch it after the fact and check out Allie, Kurt, and Nick.
Real quick too, the Total Chaos show is like on fire right now. So Nick and Kurt are actually our weekly champions. Kurt did college football against Dan Kaiser and he won. He's coming back this week to face Sean Higgs. That's on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then of course, Total Chaos NFL is going to be, Nick Parsons won it and he's going to go against Dan Kaiser. So it's really, really fun. The two cappers go head to head and give you
1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Saturday for the
1 o'clock Eastern. Did I say 10? I swear we should take totals on how much.
You didn't say it. Oh,
okay.
1 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, so it's 1 o'clock Eastern, Saturday afternoon, and it's every single game on the NFL card. Two cappers go head to head and give you their play on their over and the under, and it's really fun. A lot of great plays. They've got winning records, so you guys check that out. And I'm your host, so I'll be there too.
All right, guys, there you have it. Thanks again, Allie Burns. Don't forget, I hope all your bets are winning ones. We'll see you back again tomorrow. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, turn on notifications, and subscribe, and we'll make sure you don't miss out tomorrow.